Hi, I'm Dave Graybill, host of the Fishing Magician Outdoor Cooking Show. It's great to be back outdoors, and it's great to be cooking. And today, I have got with me the go-to guy when it comes to grilling whenever our families get together. This is Tom Verschueren, my brother-in-law. And as I say, when we get together, we like to eat meat. And when we do, Tom is the guy that handles the grilling responsibilities. He's kind of a semi-pro. He's been in the grocery business forever. And so he really knows his cuts and how to prepare them and all that. And today, I see on menus now all the time, Flatiron steak. And I thought that was just something that the restaurants did. It was a way they prepared it. And you're the one that told me, you can get that at your local grocery store. Mm-hmm. And that is a particular kind of, what particular, where is it coming?
It's a chuck steak, basically.
Uh-huh.
And I think it all depends on the way that you prepare it. I equate this to a flank steak 30 years ago. Flank steaks they used to take and throw out in the garbage. Huh? And now if you marinate them and tenderize them enough, one of the most popular steaks on the market.
That's great, yeah. And as he said, when I actually went to the grocery store and asked for Flatiron, they had plenty of them because they're obviously very popular.
But I know a lot of people don't see Flatirons because they don't. I know you yourself said you didn't know where they were, and they don't normally stock them with the fresh meat. They stock them a little maybe out of the section, and because they're in a cryovac package and they're not packaged the way that normal fresh meat would be packaged.
Exactly. Yeah. And when you know what to ask for and what to identify and how to identify them, you'll find a good quantity at your local store. Along with the Flatiron steak that we're going to make today, I have, look at this, I've got a nice tray of veggies here. We've got broccoli and some good Bermuda onion that I'm going to grill along with that. And in the background already I have some baked potatoes already going. Now these bakers are kind of interesting because my wife Eileen introduced them to me. You can buy them now in bags and you just pop them in the microwave. They're already clean, ready to go. You mic them for 8 or 9 minutes and then you can set them aside and put them in a cooler and they're ready to go when you're out camping or outdoors doing whatever you're doing.
Life made easy.
Yes, and I love it. And in this case, what I did, I got them in the microwave, and then I already buttered them. I mean, who doesn't like butter, right? And then I put some Parmesan cheese in there, and then I very tightly sealed them up. And then I've just got them in our little Coleman oven here, and they're going to warm up. So when we're ready to finish our meal, they're going to be hot and toasty and ready to go.
Sounds good enough to eat.
Yes, it does. And I want to thank you for inviting us down. We're in the front yard of the Verschueren home right now, and we've got the Wenatchee River in the background, and we're looking at the mountains here. It's just a gorgeous spring day.
Very, very nice, yes. Doesn't get any better than this.
That's right, and I'll tell you, the only thing that can be better is the opportunity to fire up some grills, get some good fresh veggies. Flatiron steak, I'm dying to see how you put this together. And then we've got our baked potato. Everything's ready for just a great outdoor family meal. And what's better in the summertime? I mean, how often have we done that? Right here in your backyard. Fire up the grill, just have a great time. This is the time of year that it really gets popular. But one of the things that we've talked about a lot here in Eastern Washington because of our dry climate, people grill here year-round, and there's good reason to do it. There's nothing better. I think a Flatiron steak would probably taste just as good in January.
Well,
as
absolutely.
It does in
We
May.
grill all year round in Issaquah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's just a great way to get a great flavor. And we are about to embark on our outdoor grilling adventure here with Flatiron steak. We got fresh, gorgeous veggies that we're going to grill till they're just about toasted, and we've got some great bakers already in the oven. So let's roll up our sleeves and go to work and see what we can make the girls here for a meal
Okay.
this evening.
Looks like we got a good start with the potatoes in and the veggies here.
Yeah.
So I guess the next thing is probably to put the steaks on.
That's the next step.
One thing I like to do when I prepare these is there's a couple of different marinades that I use. My favorite is a McCormick meat marinade, and that one you would normally marinate. It can be fairly strong. In fact, if you leave it on too long, it'll disintegrate your meat.
Oh my! So
but
it
I
really
wouldn't marinate it. I
tenderizes.
wouldn't marinate it any more than probably an hour at the very most. If you do it any more than that, your meat's going to get a little mushy.
Okay, that's good advice. Well, we're going to see how his marinade turns out tonight in the next step.
AmeriGas is the nation's largest supplier of propane and propane equipment. With over 650 locations all across the country, you can sleep easy knowing AmeriGas is right there to serve you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Are you building or buying a home? Ask your builder to make it propane. Make it AmeriGas. Learn more about the outstanding fixed pricing and affordable budget payment programs offered by AmeriGas.
Log on to amerigas.com.
AmeriGas, America's propane company, has a shopping list of all the things their product propane can do. Commercial business use, home heating, water heating, pool and spa heating, clothes drying, fuel for kitchen stoves, and of course, grilling. Propane is extremely affordable, clean burning, and extremely efficient. For a location near you, check your local Yellow Pages or visit us at amerigas.com. Enjoy benefits such as automatic delivery, flexible payment options, and customer referral awards. AmeriGas, America's propane company. Reliable, safe, and responsive.
You already know Mike's Meat and Farmers Market for their local fruits and vegetables, but where's the beef? It's here now. Farm fresh, born in the USA, no added hormones, natural beef, just like Grandpa used to raise. Beef, pork, and free-range chicken fresh from the farm to your table. You can feed your family with confidence knowing that you're serving all naturally raised fruits, vegetables, and now meat fresh from the farm. Mike's Meat and Farmers Market on North Wenatchee Avenue next to the Buzz Inn.
Honey, you are not gonna believe this. I bought Pepsi Next.
What's Pepsi Next?
It's the new cola from Pepsi. It's got real cola taste, but 60% less sugar.
Real cola taste. 60% less sugar.
Yeah. I know.
It's unbelievable.
But this is the most impressive thing I've ever experienced in my entire life.
Oh, definitely. Look at the camera. I've never had anything like it. My parents are gonna flip.
Yeah, they're gonna be so proud.
Introducing Pepsi Next. Drink it to believe it.
Are you getting this, honey? It's going viral.
Okay, I'm going to throw these veggies on first because it's going to take a while to get these done to the point that I really like them. And all I've done, boy, I've got a nice hot griddle there, and all I've done is add some olive oil and a little bit of salt and pepper. Thank you, Thomas. And that's all there is to that. Kind of flying vegetables.
That's just onion and broccoli, and what else did you say?
Just some seasoning salt, and first thing I did is coat it with olive oil. That'll make that seasoning stick a little bit. And
How do you do that? You just throw them in a bowl and mix it all up, or?
yeah, and I like to use. There's 1,001 uses, I think, for these new spray-on.
Oh, yeah.
Because both of the grills I treated first, which makes cleanup a lot easier at the end of the day. And then I treated that grill, what I put the vegetables on, and then even the vegetables themselves, I just put in a bowl and sprayed and mixed so they had a nice coat.
Okay, that sounds easy enough.
Okay.
Something I could probably even do.
So now those are going to cook away, and these grills get nice and hot. In fact, you might want to check yours to see. That's at 450, and you can open it up and you can adjust the temperature however you want.
That looks good. Start them off hot.
Right. Seal in the juices. Okay.
So, are we ready to go here?
I think so. Let's pop those flat iron steak on the grill.
A little bit of oil in this marinade, so you might want to keep your fire extinguisher fairly close when you put these
Okay.
on.
Aha! Oh, that looks great. What a nice effect to see that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Try and get this little snack one done here before, maybe
Oh.
have a little snacky before we get finished. Okay. We'll just close down the barbecue and let those things cook for probably each side anywhere from 5 to 7 minutes.
Right.
Depends how you like your meat prepared. I would say for most people probably anywhere from 5 to 7 minutes.
Right. And each grill is going to be a little different.
Oh, yeah.
And so, now I noticed you mentioned that probably your favorite is at McCormick's, but you've got to be a little bit cautious with that, not to let it sit in that marinade
Right.
too long. And basically, you've just got some oil here and the spices, and in this case, maybe a different marinade. And depending on the type of marinade you're using, you can have that sit in there. Say the McCormick's, what is like the danger zone on that?
I would
Over a
say,
couple hours?
yeah, I would say over 2 hours you're going to start seeing your meat is going to start to get pretty mushy.
Okay.
And but you know, up until then you're probably okay. A lot of times what I do is we'll take a fork and
Just test the texture.
well, just perforate it before I pour the marinade in because it gets into it a little bit better. And
That's
so I'll just tenderize with a fork or just kind of poke with a fork and so that the juice, the marinades can get into the meat a little bit better.
right. You know, that's a good point, because one of the things that I do, and I've shown people before, is that I'll take a flank steak, for example, and I'll throw it in with some salad dressing as the marinade, and you can leave that in a cooler for days, 2 or 3 days, and it's not going to tenderize it to the point where it gets mushy, as you
Right,
say.
right.
So that's good to know. And
This one we're using today is McCormick's Montreal steak seasoning, and it's fairly close to the other one. I just had the other one when I was growing up, and I've enjoyed that one all my life. So that's the one I just
It's your
normally go with.
favorite.
Yeah,
Well, yeah.
absolutely.
good, okay. I'm gonna... Oh, yeah.
Yep, things are cooking along well.
Now, one of the things I was going to ask you, because I really wasn't kidding when I said you're kind of a professional. What are the sort of the things that you want to look at? When I talk about cooking outdoors, we often do a lot of prep before we leave. We're going camping or fishing. We might prepare something in the boat, or when we arrive, or the next day even. And what's good advice on how to take care of meat so that it's kept properly? Is as long as you just keep it on ice?
As long as you keep it below or around 41 degrees before you eat it. What I like to do is actually put it out. And my father-in-law, this was one of his passions, and he loved his steaks, and he liked to get them room temperature. So if you put them out and get them room temperature before you put them on, they seem to cook a little more evenly than if you take them right out of the refrigerator and put them on. A little bit easier to cook that way.
Honey, you are not gonna believe this. I bought Pepsi Next.
What's Pepsi Next?
It's the new cola from Pepsi. It's got real cola taste, but 60% less sugar.
Real cola taste. 60% less sugar.
Yeah. I know.
It's unbelievable.
But this is the most impressive thing I've ever experienced in my entire life.
Oh, definitely. Let me get a camera. I've never had anything like it. My parents are gonna.
Yeah, they're gonna be so proud.
Introducing Pepsi Next. Drink it to believe it.
Are you getting this, honey? It's going viral.
AmeriGas is the nation's largest supplier of propane and propane equipment. With over 650 locations all across the country, you can sleep easy knowing AmeriGas is right there to serve you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Are you building or buying a home? Ask your builder to make it propane. Make it AmeriGas. Learn more about the outstanding fixed pricing and affordable budget payment programs offered by AmeriGas.
Log on to amerigas.com.
AmeriGas, America's propane company, has a shopping list of all the the things their product propane can do. Commercial business use, home heating, water heating, pool and spa heating, clothes drying, fuel for kitchen stoves, and of course, grilling. Propane is extremely affordable, clean burning, and extremely efficient. For a location near you, check your local Yellow Pages or visit us at amerigas.com. Enjoy benefits such as automatic delivery, flexible payment options, and customer referral awards. AmeriGas, America's propane company. Reliable, safe, and responsive.
You already know Mike's Meat and Farmers Market for their local fruits and vegetables, but where's the beef? It's here now. Farm fresh, born in the USA, no added hormones, natural beef, just like Grandpa used to raise. Beef, pork, and free-range chicken fresh from the farm to your table. You can feed your family with confidence knowing that you're serving all naturally raised fruits, vegetables, and now meat fresh from the farm. Mike's Meat and Farmers Market on North Wenatchee Avenue next to the Buzz Inn.
The aromas around this table are killing me, Thomas.
See, the neighbors are starting to flock here. Can you see them?
Exactly. Well, I know that I want to take a quick look at my veggies and make sure I'm not. I do like them a little bit singed. Oh yeah, they're doing fine.
Those look good.
Oh yeah, that's just the way I want it.
Well, it's probably about due to check this steak too. It's been on for about 6 minutes.
Okay.
And it's looking, oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's starting to happen, huh? Okay.
This will work.
Okay. Well, good. You know, again, each grill is a little bit different, and I think I've got those pretty much on max, which has worked for me in the past. But I think
these are nice, nice little portable grills you got here.
Yeah, they're okay. You know, what I really like about it is cooking with gas. I'm just convinced it's so much cleaner. I have better control on my temperatures, and you know, everything just turns out the way I anticipate it to. So I'm a real fan of cooking on gas.
Well, I have yet to find a gas barbecue that I can cook the way that I do with charcoal. I'm still an old timer that way.
Yeah, they just work. Well, that's great. Okay, now one last thing I want to do.
Check the spuds.
I don't want to forget. I've got my spuds behind me and my fancy oven. I'm just going to reach in and give them a turn. As you can see, this is not exactly a huge oven, but we actually made cornbread in this to go with my chili, and we could only make one pan, so then we made another batch inside in the cabin in the oven, and the cornbread that came out of this oven was much better. It really did a nice job. It had a nice crisp edge to it, so I'm very pleased with this little oven.
Well, they've made camping a lot easier than ever was. Too bad I don't do it anymore.
I know. No more sleeping in the dirt for Tom.
No.
Well, Eileen really surprised me at Christmas time with this, and this thing really is a dream. It's got the two burners, and then it's got a griddle in the middle, and so it'll do all kinds of different things. And the oven we almost returned, and I'm glad we didn't, because we found several applications for that little oven. Okay, well, let's just give all of these things a little bit more
minutes
time.
and we'll be eating.
Yeah, yeah. We're getting close. Yeah, we get an hors d'oeuvre. Well, and I like the way that slices. You know, it looks to me a lot like a flank steak, just in its appearance.
Try one of those.
I do. Oh yeah. That marinade does add just a nice flavor to it. But that's a very flavorful cut of meat too.
Mm-hmm.
And what I like about it is the marinade adds a nice edge to it, but it doesn't overpower the flavor.
Well, it's a nice steak. You can use it like a flank steak. Feed 2-3 people with one of those small ones, and just like a flank steak. It's just a little bit different.
2 or 3 ordinary people. One of those is just good for me, as you well know.
That's true. That is true. That's why we have 5 here today.
That's right.
Okay.
Well, that was a nice treat. I'm just gonna, all my veggies are getting there. Definitely. Okay.
I think we are ready to cut into these bad boys here.
Okay, I think we're real close. I'm gonna get the silverware and some plates, and we're gonna put together a plate and show everybody how all this turned out.
Sounds good.
You already know Mike's Meat and Farmers Market for their local fruits and vegetables, but where's the beef? It's here now. Farm fresh, born in the USA, no added hormones, natural beef, just like Grandpa used to raise. Beef, pork, and free-range chicken fresh from the farm to your table. You can feed your family with confidence knowing that you're serving all naturally raised fruits, vegetables, and now meat fresh from the farm. Mike's Meat and Farmers Market on North Wenatchee Avenue next to the Buzz Inn.
Honey, you are not gonna believe this. I bought Pepsi Next.
What's Pepsi Next?
It's the new cola from Pepsi. It's got real cola taste, but 60% less sugar.
Real cola taste. 60% less sugar.
Yeah. I know.
It's unbelievable.
But this is the most impressive thing I've ever experienced in my entire life.
Oh, definitely. Let me get a camera. I've never had anything like it. My parents are gonna.
Yeah, they're gonna be so proud.
Introducing Pepsi Next. Drink it to believe it.
Are you getting this, honey? It's going viral.
AmeriGas is the nation's largest supplier of propane and propane equipment. With over 650 locations all across the country, you can sleep easy knowing AmeriGas is right there to serve you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Are you building or buying a home? Ask your builder to make it propane. Make it AmeriGas. Learn more about the outstanding fixed pricing and affordable budget payment programs offered by AmeriGas.
Log on to amerigas.com.
AmeriGas, America's propane company, has a shopping list of all the things their product propane can do. Commercial business use, home heating, water heating, pool and spa heating, clothes drying, fuel for kitchen stoves, and of course, grilling. Propane is extremely affordable, clean burning, and extremely efficient. For a location near you, check your local Yellow Pages or visit us at amerigas.com. Enjoy benefits such as automatic delivery, flexible payment options, and customer referral awards. AmeriGas, America's propane company. Reliable, safe, and responsive.
Well, Thomas, nice job. We're going to be a couple of popular guys tonight when we bring this in for the girls, don't you think?
Well, if we can keep the neighbors away long enough to eat it, boy, they're coming from all over the place.
Just look at that platter. I mean, his Flatiron steak is just done to perfection. We've got our nice singed veggies here. Baked potato with Parmesan and fresh butter on top. I mean, life is good.
Okay.
Yeah, I got
enough talking. Let's. Ooh, those veggies are good that way.
They are, aren't they? Yeah, I'm starting to. Again, my wife Eileen got me turned on to these kind of singed vegetables, and that's the way I like them.
Well, I'm sure my wife would love these. She likes everything burnt.
Well, this. Heck was slicing it. Oh man. You know, I didn't really look at the price per pound because, you know, I just needed Flatiron, so I didn't really look at it. But what is kind of a typical price per pound for Flatiron?
Probably anywhere from $2.50 to $4.50 a pound.
Oh my goodness, that's a very inexpensive.
It's pretty inexpensive cut.
And it is just delicious. That marinade adds, like I say, just a little touch of flavor to it, and it's very tender. I can see why it's starting to show up on the restaurant menus.
What do you have in your potatoes here?
What I did is I got them, opened them up, added some butter, and just some Parmesan. Ooh. Just a little touch.
Very nice touch.
Something extra. So, well, I tell you what, we better make up a plate for the girls and get them in the house, or we're going to be in serious trouble.
That is a fact.
Well, Tom, thank you so much for inviting us to this lovely setting to do our taping today.
Glad you could make it.
Yeah, this was a great episode of the Fishin' Magician Outdoor Cooking Show.